Hi guys, welcome to this video. My name is Chris, I'm the co-founder of FPA Hero. Today we're going to talk about the new German VAT law, how it applies to each and every one of you. We're going to talk about the 3 ways how you can continue selling on Amazon. I will share a little secret, a little life hack on how you can continue selling legally on Amazon Germany, on Amazon.de, without applying for a VAT number and without applying for the F22 certificate. And we are going to talk about how to actually apply for this F22 certificate. What is it? Where can I get it? And then we collected a lot of questions from our community, frequently asked questions, all those topics. So this is what we're going to talk about today. Let's start right away. So, what is the new German VAT law? First of all, the new German VAT law came in place since 2019, and basically it's a law that makes marketplaces such as eBay, Amazon, and co. liable for VAT fraud, liable for unpaid VAT that actually should be paid by all those sellers using those marketplaces to sell their products and to sell their services on. Okay. Authorities, they were not able to really ensure that everybody gets registered for VAT. So they came up with a new concept, and a concept of basically making those marketplaces liable if they are not providing a special document. In Germany, it's called the F22 certificate, that basically allows Amazon to be freed from this VAT liability. So how does that actually work? So basically, when you're registering for a VAT number, you as a seller would receive an additional document that confirms that you're not liable for any VAT, so that you follow the law. This certificate you would then upload to Amazon, and when it's uploaded to Amazon, basically Amazon would then provide this document to the government. This way, every seller that doesn't have this F22 certificate, Amazon would be liable for VAT, and as Amazon doesn't want to be liable for VAT, they would block every account who is not uploading this F22 certificate. We don't know yet if this will work, if more sellers will register. It looks quite well, even though it's a big bureaucratic burden for both the sellers and the authorities. But let's see if this will work. One very important topic, we got asked a lot about it. Did the VAT law change? No, actually the VAT law itself, so the reasons to get registered for VAT, they didn't change at all. This is something we're going to talk about in the next step on those 3 ways to get registered. So what are the deadlines? The deadlines to upload this F22 certificate on Amazon for non-EU sellers is the 1st of March in 2019. And the extended deadline for sellers, so for Amazon not being or getting liable for VAT, would be the 1st of October for European companies. So actually non-European companies, they are already in a rush because we are already in the middle of in the middle of February. So it's really something quite quick you have to apply for, especially since it takes a while to really get this certificate. What did Amazon do? And this is something why we are doing this video today, why there is so much confusion about this topic. It looks like Amazon is interpreting this law differently. So Amazon sent out the email to everyone, each and everyone that is selling in Germany, selling on Amazon Germany, selling to German customers. So each and everyone that has a relation to Germany basically got this email saying you have to provide this F22 certificate. So this leads us to a special problem, as I said, since the VAT law didn't change. So since there is already the same reasons to register for VAT, it's not the case that everybody that should provide, according to Amazon, this F22 certificate is able to get this. That's what we're gonna look at in the next slide. So if you look at that picture, you will basically see there is the 2 main reasons why you have to get registered. At the bottom you see everybody has the goal, clearly, to continue selling in Amazon Germany. So what is the first way to get there? Okay, so you might be storing in Amazon Germany. If you store in Amazon Germany, you, from the day of storage, have to apply for a German VAT number. By applying for that German VAT number, in the next step, after you receive the German VAT ID, you can also apply for this F22 certificate. Once you apply for this F22 certificate, once you received it, you can upload it at Amazon. Everything works well, everything is fine. The next step, the next reason why you actually have to get registered for a VAT number is you have skipped the distance selling threshold. The distance selling threshold only for B2C sales, it's not related to B2B sales at all, okay? This threshold in Germany is 100,000 euros, so it's quite a lot of money. If you skip that threshold limit, from the day you have skipped it, you also have to apply for a German VAT number. Once you got this German VAT number, it goes the same procedure. You get this F22 certificate, you upload it in Amazon, and you're basically good to go. You can continue selling on Amazon. This is a very straightforward way. We're gonna take a closer look later on how you can actually apply for the F22 certificate, what are the different steps, where to upload it at Amazon, but those are the main two reasons. So, as I said, I promised you 3 ways to get that document. So now we come to that matter is like, what if you're not storing in Germany or you're not intending to store in Germany? What if you're not skipping the threshold limit? What if you didn't skip it yet? And sometimes in the future, okay, but you didn't skip it yet. In both of those cases, if it don't apply to you, you wouldn't receive a VAT certificate. Because, as I said, the German VAT law didn't change, which means if you would apply for a VAT number without a reason, the tax officer would simply refuse it. So now we got to that problem, as we said in the first place, Amazon is asking for this F22 certificate from everyone. But how can you get it? Because without having a VAT number, it is impossible to get the F22 certificate. So now you actually got a problem. And this problem we can only solve via, like I call it, a life hack. And we don't know yet if that life hack will work, but it's probably the best way to go. So the first thing you can do, you can say, okay, you get yourself a reason. What would be that reason? Okay, selling more to Germans, sure, that will work, that will be great. But most likely it's deciding to store in Germany. So you can actively decide saying, okay, I want to store in Germany because of that reason. Because of that reason, I can apply for a VAT number. Because of that number, I get my F22 certificate and I can continue selling on Amazon once I uploaded it. To everyone who is not intending to store in Germany for whatever the reason, okay? Not anything like how to commit VAT fraud. It's not a tutorial on committing a crime here or anything. It's basically a way to inform Amazon about your liabilities. So what you can do is you can create a special declaration. I have linked one as an example in the description below. You can use it, just fill it and sign it. You can use that special declaration. And in this declaration, you basically state that you did not skip the threshold limit and you did not store on Amazon Germany. Because of those 2 reasons, that they don't apply to you, and because of the German VAT law clearly saying this reason, since none of those reasons applies to you, you do not need to upload or provide an F22 certificate. You don't need to register for a German VAT if you don't have those reasons. If you provide Amazon a document that is signed by you as a company owner and telling Amazon that there is actually no reason to get that F22 certificate, there might be a slight chance that Amazon basically follows the VAT law according to how the law was written and how it was intended and enables your account. So they enable to you selling, so you can continue selling on Amazon. We don't know yet if that will work because we know how Amazon policies, how strange Amazon support can work from time to time. But basically, in my personal opinion, if you don't intend to store in Germany, or if you didn't skip the threshold, so if you have no clear reason, it is obvious that the authorities, they will not give you a VAT ID. We have tried this for several times for several of our customers, and they simply refuse it. They simply said, you don't have a reason, and we don't care if Amazon wants you to provide it. The law says what the law says. So by using that declaration, we have seen quite successes already by getting accounts activated again. Once again, I cannot promise that this will work. You have to send it to the Amazon seller support. Again, I will put the email in the description. And if it works, please tell us about it. I guess the more people doing this, the more people, the more people watching this video, the more people continuing to send out these documents, the more people actually informing Amazon that they cannot apply to this F22 certificate. So it's like a chicken-egg situation for them. The more people, the more likely it will be that Amazon says, okay, only for those that are really storing and skipping a threshold limit, they have to apply for the F22, and everybody else is just simply confirming to us that they don't have to be registered, and probably therefore Amazon would have something in their hands to provide to the authorities saying, guys, look, we are not liable since this customer is stating that he has cared about this topic himself and he has checked the situation and he is not liable about this. Let's see if it will work. Last but not least, how can you apply for that F22 certificate? So, first of all, you have to have a VAT number. Once you got that VAT certificate in your hands, there is another form that is called the UST1TJ form. This is kind of the application form to get the F22 certificate afterwards. This form, I've made a second video, again it's in the description. I'm not going to fill it here in this video, it would be too long. I can show you how to fill it. We are also providing a service where we just simply fill the whole thing for you and send it to the tax office. Once you have filled it, it's not that complex honestly, you have to send it by email or post to the tax office for your country. How to know what tax office belongs to your country or what's the tax office for your country? Basically, just look at your VAT certificate, just look on who gave you that certificate and just send it to this address, to these contact persons, okay? A few days later, a few weeks later, depending on what tax office is dealing with your matters, you will receive that certificate per each and every marketplace, and you can simply upload it on Amazon. How to upload it on Amazon is very simple. You just go to your settings, and inside the settings there is there is a place. Again, I will put the whole link in the description. There is a place you can just upload it, and a few minutes later you just get a confirmation. Thanks for uploading, your account is safe. Okay, so that's pretty straightforward. Again, for everybody who wishes to fill this form himself, doesn't want to do it with his tax agent or fiscal agent, just click on that video below and you will see how it works. Okay, last but not least, we collected a lot of questions. Thanks to everyone. Thanks to this great community, we got a lot of questions from different people about this matter, and I think we selected the most relevant ones for everyone. So the first question is, we're selling on Amazon, eBay and multiple other marketplaces. Furthermore, we got our own store. Do I need to apply for multiple F22 certificates? Yes. You have to fill out only one application, and in this application you're stating all the marketplaces you sell on, and then you will receive multiple certificates. For each marketplace you will receive your own certificate you have to provide to each marketplace separately. For your own web store, you don't need to do so, as this is not a marketplace. So there is no need to do everything or to state that you have an own web store. Second question. Why is Amazon asking for the F22 even if I don't need to apply for it by law? It makes no sense to me. Yeah, it doesn't make sense to us neither. However, this way, as Amazon is liable for VAT, and you can imagine about what money amounts we're talking about, Amazon is overreacting on this topic. And on the other hand, let's be honest, I'm pretty sure a lot of sellers might think about it now saying, hey, I might want to go to Germany, I might apply for a VAT number, just stay safe, get that F22 certificate. So Amazon, as we all know, is pushing more and more sellers using the Amazon Pan-EU program. So this might be yet another reason to use it. I'm currently applying for my German VAT with FPA Hero. Can I apply for an F22 and German VAT at the same time? First of all, great, you're using FPA Hero. Secondly, no, unfortunately, you can't apply for both at the same time. You first have to apply for the VAT number, and afterwards you can only apply for the F22 certificate, since you need the VAT certificate to actually get the F22. What's the 17.5K threshold Amazon wrote in their emails? I thought it's 100K per year. Yes. Amazon in their email wrote about a threshold limit of 17,500 euros per year. The threshold limit, the distance selling threshold limit, so the limit that matters to a non-German based seller, is still 100,000 euros. 17.5 thousand euros is basically the small business threshold. So a German-based company, really German, German UG or GmbH or whatsoever, they might not need to register for a VAT number if they stay below this small business limit of 17.5 thousand euros. Okay, since Amazon sent this email out to everybody, for everyone who is not a German-based seller, just ignore it. Distance selling threshold is 100,000 euros. I took a look in my Seller Central and I found that unfortunately I enabled storage in Germany and Pan-EU. So I should have been registered for a German VAT ID. What shall I do now? Will I need to pay any past VAT? Yes. You basically, for some reason, we know Amazon is pushing people, and it had happened that Amazon was enabling VAT for many people in the past. You now need to take action very soon. You need to get a tax advisor. You need to make sure that you really get registered from that actual validity date. So not from today onwards, but really from the date in the past when you started storing in that country. And then applying for that VAT number, getting the F22. And yes, this means also paying past VAT. This is a more complex topic. We will talk about it another time. But yeah, you cannot just say I'm going to start registering from today, because tax authorities exactly are using this situation with F22 applications to really take a closer look at the Amazon account. That's why you have to state your account details in this application form. And if they figure this out, you might have to pay a lot of penalties. You know, it's a crime. VAT fraud is a crime. It stays a crime. And, you know, it's most likely that they will figure out your past history. Deadline for non-EU companies is the 1st of March. My company is based in UK. What is my deadline? Currently, UK is still in the European Union. We don't know anything about Brexit yet. So you can currently consider the 1st of October as your deadline. Where can I upload the file? As said, there is a link in the description where you can just click and just upload it. It's in your Seller Central, in your settings. I think it's called FBA settings, but yeah, maybe I'm wrong, but as said, I will later on put a link in the description. How long will it take to receive the F22? Can I apply for it by myself? So yes, you can apply for it by yourself. We just spoke about the different steps. I spoke about the video on how to fill the form. You can do it. You can use your tax agent, whatever you prefer. How long will it take? It depends on the tax offices. We have seen cases where it took 3 days only, and we have seen cases where we are still waiting on it and we have applied for it since 3 weeks. We don't know really what happens. It's really depending on tax offices, but you can say between 1 week and 4 weeks is most likely. It says I need to have a German address to receive the F22. Our company is based in the US. Will they mail it? No, they will not mail it to you in the US or to the US. You have to get it sent to a German address, only by post. So you have to have a German address. Either you're asking your tax advisor for their address to provide it, or you're using whatever the service to get this address, or you might have a friend or somebody you can give the authority to receive this document. But yes, you definitely need to have a German address. They would refuse it to send it to any other address. What if I don't receive the F22 document in time? Will Amazon restore my account if I receive it later on? Honestly, I don't know. Most likely yes, because there might be a ton of people that will not receive it in time, and still Amazon wants them to continue selling. However, as you all know, Amazon is not good when it comes to doing individual matters, so I would really try to get the certificate now as soon as possible. Get your number now as soon as possible. I know you might have to wait for getting the VAT number first and then applying for the F22, but honestly, I cannot tell. We really don't know. Last question. Somebody told me the F22 certificate is valid for 6 months only. Do I need to upload it again after 6 months? Yes, the F22 is really valid for 6 months only, but only you got 6 months to actually upload it to Amazon once you applied for it, which means, that's the current knowledge we have, you do not have to apply for it every 6 months. You just do it once and you got 6 months basically to do it, okay? Since the deadline is quite short anyway, this is not something really relevant for you. You just apply for it. The moment you get it, just upload it and you're fine and you're safe. That's all the questions. Thanks again for sending us these questions. If you have more questions, leave a comment, tell us about it. We will answer them from day to day. Write us a message. Thank you for watching this video and keep sharing it, and let's together make sure that everybody stays VAT liable and everybody stays VAT compliant in Europe. And yeah, thanks for watching.